What's happening, sports fans? How you doing? I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Good day to you. And I ran across a really good article in USA Today talking about coaches dealing with college athletes' parents. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and hit that follow button. The NIL, which came into effect a couple of years ago, has changed, and the transfer portal as well has changed the landscape in college athletics. Well, there was a report in USA Today where the writer was able to talk to a couple of coaches to get their insight on how they recruit players and how important is the parents' involvement in that recruitment. Head coach of the national champ Connecticut Huskies, Dan Hurley, who, by the way, they've won 2 in a row. He would sit down with CBS This Morning a couple of weeks ago, and he would give his insight on the process as far as he goes when it comes to recruiting a player and how he looks at the parents as well. I was able to grab a little bit of sound from that interview. Take a listen to what he had to say, then we're going to come back and I'm going to have my thoughts on that. Here's head coach Dan Hurley of the Connecticut Huskies.
Have they played on 7 different travel teams? Have they transferred to 4 or 5 different high schools? When you talk to the parents in the recruiting process, are they constantly complaining about the coaches after a bad game, or are they, sending you a text or you having a conversation, where their son has got to do more, he's got to play harder, he's got to work on his skills. They tell on themselves, they drop hints, and you've got the wrong type of kind of people in that inner circle around your players, they'll sink your program. Are they beginning to create, divisiveness inside the locker room and, becoming coach killers and program killers and culture killers? Our ability to avoid those type of players and to pass on some neon talent. You prioritize winning here as a head coach, or you won't be coaching here very long. And we've passed on players with incredible measurable height and athleticism off the charts, to bring somebody in here that is going to give us a better chance to win, and somebody that, if the losing does start, is going to help you be able to respond.
Head coach Kenny Blakey of Howard University was also interviewed for this article, and he would say that just a couple of days ago that he had to pass on a kid because that kid's parent, they were already trying to negotiate and tell him that he should play, their kid should play the 2 or the 3 position, and the kid he's not even on the team yet. He's just being in the recruiting process. So head coach Kenny Blakey, by the way, he's head coach of Howard, he said that he passed on the kid. He said he's had parents try to get floor seats and negotiate NIL deals for their sons. So he said it's really parents' involvement in that will have an effect on how they recruit, and will they recruit a player. So again, we've seen this, I talk about this all the time. And I would say this, and I'm not knocking the AAU program, but the AAU to me has really been a big detriment when it comes to college recruiting in these players, because a lot of these parents are in the stands. They do have a lot of power with these AAU teams. They travel with them, and if their kid is the best player, they're going to get special treatment. So they go into thinking when their kids start getting recruited that special treatment, as far as the parents, they still have that type of power at the college level, and it don't work like that. So I think this is something that head coaches have to deal with, and I think that's probably why you're seeing a lot of the more experienced head coaches are kind of bowing out, because it's one thing to recruit the player, but then you have to deal with the parent that's sending you texts about why my kid ain't playing or why did he do this or that. Whereas a parent, you let the coach your kid. If you want to be a coach, then go get your coaching experience and you become a coach. That's just my thoughts on it. Again, I'd like to know what you think about parents' involvement in the recruiting. Should they take a step back, and how should head coaches handle these parents? How should these college coaches handle them? I'd like to know your thoughts on that. Talk to me in the comments. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click that follow button, and also click that notification bell to be alerted when new content is headed your way. And as always, it is always a great day to be a Packer fan. I am Kendrick, the sports guy. We will see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out. Peace.